everyone, it's Camille and Jen, and today we're going to talk about how do I get a good reel. So the first question that you will most likely have is, what is a reel? And the best way to show you is to give you an example. So you will see Jen's reel right now. Jen's brilliant acting reel.
It's brilliant. Oh wait, are you asking if he and I were involved? No, God no. He just helped me out for a little while I was at Riverside, that's it. We're just friends. Really, he's totally not my type. Not dorky enough for me.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey, I got an invitation from your girlfriend. It's time. We're gonna move you into the delivery room now.
No.
You'll be fine. So as I mentioned on the phone, the carpet will be steam cleaned before moving. There's a dock there for your iPod or your iWhatever.
Excuse me. Can my mom and I have a moment alone?
Sure. I'll be in the rental office. I got someone else coming in 20 minutes.
Hey, what are we all sitting around here for? Let the games begin!
Sweetie.
Meredith?
Baby, this is your father. His name is Oren. I named him after you.
Hello, Oren.
Show him what you brought him.
Hello, she wears the exact same thing as me every day. Yeah, we're talking about you, skank.
Nice dress.
How long has he had it?
We found out 6 months ago that he had it in his colon. And last month, we found out it had metastasized in his liver.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, April. All right, well, enough with the chit-chat. We're going back to my place for a little romantic nightcap and then intercourse.
Why do you always call it intercourse?
The insurance company requires proof that you can't get by with a traditional body-powered device.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just duct tape a coat hanger to my stump?
I can prepare another letter to the insurance company.
Fuck you, Mark. I am not having sex with you.
What?
That's what this was about? The sticky note? I heart you?
I'm bringing whipped cream. It may have gone bad, but you tell me.
What is a reel? A reel is you acting on camera. That's it, very simple. And it's proof of your skill. So whereas a headshot is an introduction to your face, a reel is an introduction to your talent and your ability as an actor. Do you need a reel? Absolutely yes, you definitely need a reel.
Yeah, I think back in the day, people used to talk about maybe that you didn't need one as much, but now that they're so easy to send, it's pretty much everybody needs to have a reel. A headshot really just shows your face and what you look like, whereas a reel shows more your essence and what happens when you open your mouth, which can be very different than how a person looks in a headshot.
So I was doing a casting session once, and this guy comes in, and he is very, very handsome. He's like this big, muscular guy, and he opens his mouth, and he talks like this. Like his voice is like really high and really shrill, and I never, ever would have guessed that if I had just seen his picture. So like Jen is saying, it's also very important just to hear the voice of the actor.
Yeah. So how is your reel used by your agent or manager? Every day they will submit, an agent or manager, or you, if you don't have an agent or a manager yet, will submit your headshot and your resume for projects that are currently casting. And nowadays, they will attach, with almost every submission, your reel along with it. So you really want it to be good, just like your headshot. It needs to be top quality, top notch.
So there's a lot of different formats to reels, and all you need to know is that none of them are right and none of them are wrong, but you do have options.
So the format that you choose for your reel is going to depend on a few things. It's going to depend on how much material you have, it's going to depend on what type of material you have, and it's going to depend on how much money you can and are willing to spend on your reel.
So the first type of reel that you can get is a 1 to 3 minute reel that just shows all of your work. So it's a body of your work and it's all together on one reel.
This is kind of the classic reel. Another way that actors are now putting together their reels are dividing it between comedy and drama. This is a pretty popular way to do it now. So you'll have one reel that's maybe 60 to 90 seconds long that's just comedy scenes, and then you'll have one reel that's 60 to 90 seconds long that's just dramatic scenes. And this way, when your agent or manager is submitting you, they can submit the appropriate reel along with it. So they're not submitting to some, you know, highly dramatic show with a sitcom scene and vice versa.
Okay, so the next option are what we call clips. I really, really like clips, and this is for when you have more material and just something to think of in the back of your head. Clips are 15 seconds of your work, and they'll be from different shows that you've been in or different films. So it could be the name of the show and then the genre of the show. And what's great about clips is that your agent, when they're pitching you, can actually take a particular clip, send it in, and match it up to the exact genre of the show. And it's just important to remember that casting directors are really busy. Everybody is busy. Everything's online now, so it's quick, 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 quick. So you want to think like, okay, they're only gonna be watching about 10 seconds anyways of what I'm sending them. So 15 seconds is a great way for them to have a little shot in their arm of, oh, this is this person.
Another format that you can use when putting together your reel, and again, none of these are right or wrong, these are just different formats that different actors use, and you might, we'll just say as an aside, you might have an agent or a manager that feels very strongly about one way of doing this, and then of course you defer to the agent or manager, but if you're just putting it together for yourself, you can really do any of these, they're all acceptable. So another thing, and this is my favorite way, but you can only do it if you have, I would say, 4 or 5 scenes to put on a reel, is called a speed reel. And this is traditionally, again, about 30 to 60 seconds long. And it's just a quick kind of like, here's a 10-second scene of this project, and here's 10 seconds of this, and here's 5 seconds of this. And it's just a quick little speed reel with kind of a intention of saying to the person that it's being submitted to, here are all the things I've done, but quickly, because like Camille was saying, they're only gonna watch probably about 10 to 15 seconds of whatever you're sending them. So you wanna get it out fast.
It's like, hi, I'm here, I'm wonderful. Oh,
Yeah.
here's another one of me, and I'm still wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'm so good, that kind of thing. So here's another format for you. It's just 30 seconds of you on camera. So if you don't have a lot of material yet, and if you are at the beginning of your career, you won't have a lot of material yet, which is exactly where you need to be. You just need to get 30 seconds of you on camera, and that would make a fantastic reel. You can do it cheaply, and you can do it in a way that showcases you, and all of that would fall under the format of what the reel is. Another good thing to remember is something that every reel needs to have is your name, so they know who you are, who this actor is, and then some sort of contact information. So if you have an agent, great, you can put your agent's information there. If you don't have an agent yet, put something you feel comfortable having out there in the world, your email address or your phone number. I mean, most people don't really care if their phone number is out there right now. So just something that when they see your work and they want to bring you in, they can call you immediately into their office. So the next question is, what does a good reel include? A good reel is good quality. And what is good quality? I mean, think about what you're watching on TV and what you watch on film. You can hear it. So it's good sound. You can see it. Everything is clear and the lighting is really cool. So it has good lighting. The picture is nice. It's not grainy. Everything that would make, you know, a beautiful film or a beautiful TV show, just professional quality, things that you would expect. That makes a good reel. The other important part of a good reel is that it's you. So this is showcasing you. You want to make sure that when you're taking different scenes or you're working with another actor, what the clips that you're taking, if you have a lot of material, are mostly focused on you. So they can be close-ups or, you know, I mean, they could be different shots of you, but it really needs, we want to see you. That's really what the purpose of the reel is. Unless, of course, you happen to do a film with Jack Nicholson or Brad Pitt or, you know,
Then you can put
Kate
them on.
Blanchett, then you might want to show them on your reel so if people know that you've worked with them. It's pretty good street cred to have.
So what does a good reel not have is also, I think, an important question. A good reel doesn't have a lot of things, and many of us make these mistakes at the beginning of our careers. So we're gonna go over some things that are kind of no-nos as far as putting on your reel. A good reel does not have theater work. So if you, in your senior year of college, did an amazing play and it was taped and it was really good, it doesn't go on your reel, unfortunately. A good reel doesn't have monologues, so it's not you doing a monologue into the camera. A good reel does not have background work. So if you do extra work on a movie or your background work, it's also called, which is, I think, great experience for a new actor in LA to have. It's awesome to do it, it's awesome to learn. Doesn't go on your reel. You don't want to put on your reel a montage. This used to be a very popular thing, and some actors still do it. And a montage, if you don't know, it's like a series of shots, like in a romantic comedy is where you see a lot of montages where the couple's getting together and you see them running down the beach and going out for ice cream and, you know, laughing. And so some actors use that technique on a reel where it's like, here's me laughing, here's me jogging, here's me, and it's cute and, you know, it's maybe fun for your friends and family to watch, but when a casting director only has 10 to 15 seconds to watch a reel, they want to hear you speaking, they want to see you acting. A good theatrical reel is not going to have commercial work. So if you're fortunate enough to get into a commercial, that's awesome,
yes.
And congratulations, but you don't typically put a scene from a commercial on your theatrical reel. Also, what you don't want to put on your reel is a recognizable scene from a movie or a TV show. So again, if you're in grad school or you're in college and at in a film conservatory school, you might tape a scene from Gone with the Wind and you might be amazing in it. It doesn't go on your reel because it's really distracting for a person who's looking at your reel, a casting director or an agent, to watch you in a scene in which he or she knows it's already been done.
So what do you do if you don't have material and you need to have a reel? So you have a few different options.
So the first option of what you can do is something that's been starting up in LA in the last few years. They're called reel companies. They're basically businesses in which they're all set up to make the reel for you. So the way that it works is you call one of these, and there's many of them. We have some on the screen. And you start by just having an interview so that you can get to know them and make sure that you feel comfortable with them and you like them. And this is, of course, after you've looked at their stuff online and checked it out and you like the look of their stuff. And then if you do decide to work together, they do everything for you. So it's one-stop shopping, which is always a nice thing to have if you can afford it. They're gonna meet with you, you're gonna discuss with them what's your type, what's your perfect branding, they're gonna write the scenes for you, they're gonna shoot the material for you, they're gonna edit the material, and then they're gonna deliver you a nice little reel at the end of all of that. These range anywhere from, for one scene, maybe around $300–400 to upwards of like $1,500 for, depending on what kind of package you pick. And no, going in, you don't need the grand, huge package. You don't need 4 scenes. You don't need to show an arc in the scene. You don't need to show that, you know how to tell a story. You don't need all of that. You need, like Camille was saying, you need like 30 to 45 seconds of solid acting of you on camera.
So another option is putting together your own crew. This is a really fun option and can be a fun option because you might actually enjoy putting the producer hat on, and it could be the start of maybe a short film or films or a feature film along the way. But right now we're just talking about the reel. So putting together your own crew, how do you do that? Like, where do you go about finding all these people? You can go to a film school, and every film school has film students that are also learning like you're learning. And what's important to know about these film students that you might potentially be collaborating with and working with is that they are also building up their own reels. So they're also needing to put material together. So a great thing to do is say, hey, I have to do this. Would you be willing to do it for me? And then you can get some of this material. So it's almost like you're sort of switching, you're sharing the product, essentially. It is important to also put a budget together for your reel because you do want to pay people for their work. If you're working with people that are right out of film school or, in film school still, you can most likely find people that will work for as little as $100 a day. As you start to work with more people that have been out for a while and are producing more things, they're gonna be more expensive. I mean, it's just the way it goes. I mean, the bottom line is you wanna think, I want a really good product, and what is gonna get me that product? Is it gonna be going to this film school, or is it gonna be maybe putting a little bit more money into it and assembling a crew in a different way that have been in the professional world a little longer?